Hey guys, I'm still sick, but I'm way better. Way better than Monday. I have strep throat. I did test negative the following day, but the doctor decided to still give me antibiotics. I'm on antibiotics and extra medication. Yeah, it's contagious, so I might as well just stay home. That's why I haven't worked for a few days, which is really sad because I make like literally almost 500 a day. So being absent for 3 days, I basically just lost $1,500. It's disappointing. It's expensive to get sick. I don't like getting sick. And I'm the kind of person where I'm a workaholic. So I love to work. I love to, get extra hours and just stay at work. I just love what I do. But being sick, I have to stay because I don't want the people that I work with to get sick, and having strep throat is contagious. Take antibiotics at least for 24 hours to 48 hours. You're not going to be contagious anymore. But at the same time, it's kind of like I had a hard time talking. It hurts to talk, it hurts to swallow. And, working in the operating room, you always have to talk, So I had to stay home. I'm still coughing. I'm still, sick, but it's not as bad. I was asked for extension finally. This is the very first hospital that asked me to extend. Actually, I'm gonna correct that. The 8 years that I've been traveling in different hospitals in different city, doing what I do, there is one hospital in Washington that actually wanted me to stay with them permanently. Like, they really wanted me to stay with them permanently. But then the pandemic, that was the time where the pandemic, started, and I flew to the Philippines, so that didn't pull through. So this, I would say, is kind of similar to that, but this one is an extension. I'll be staying here until March, and I'm very happy with that because it gives me more chance and more time to save. Traveling is expensive. Yes, we make pretty much good money, but at the same time, you have to really have discipline and you have to know how to budget wisely. Your daily expenses, your needs, and your stay. Like, I'm staying in a hotel, and luckily enough that my agency, they have, pretty good discount being deducted from my pay every week. So I'm still able to save. I mean, the thing is just being able to have a longer contract, another addition, 12 weeks on top of the 13 weeks is great. And you guys can see I have a lot of food. I order my food on Instacart, and you guys can see I have practically everything. I have my cereal, I have my hulls, I have bread, I have, my jelly, my peanut, my almond butter, got my honey. Shout out to my best friend, Mandy. I still have tea left, thank God. I brought it with me. So that's helped me a lot. I've also bought, I bought, lavender. It helps, my throat. So yeah, I'm pretty much set, you guys. Like, I bought extra rice. It's nice because these you could actually heat up. You could heat up in the microwave for 90 seconds. And I got my noodles, yeah. Not much. I still have food. I have a lot of food. And I even have pizza still, I'm pretty packed, I'm set. This is what it means to be you know, to learn how to budget, you know, and know like what you really need. I've been doing this for 8 years, so I pretty much know what are the food that I can eat every day and not get tired of it. You know, I always get mayonnaise. These are everything you guys see here in my fridge is what I buy every time I'm in a contract. These are the things, the essential foods that I cannot live without. Everything that you see here, I gotta have a pie somehow. I need to have like some kind of beans or chili. I need to have my yogurt. You know, I gotta have milk. I gotta have my OJ, which is in the back. Lemon juice. You know, pickles, garlic, sour cream. You know, chicken sandwich. Like these are, and like ham. You know, I mean, honestly, eggs, bacon, these are like normal things that everybody needs, right? Coffee is just extra because when I wake up in the morning, I just like to grab and go. You know, water, like I have 3 stacks of water. On top of that, I got my snacks over here. Yeah, my cookies. I even have the Ritz cookies. I got everything. Like, you know, these are my favorite. You guys wonder why I have like how many of them? It's because they're my favorite. So if you ever wonder what you want to, you know, give me for a birthday gift or anything, dude, just buy me this. I'm so happy. Like, but yeah, like I, you know, extra bread I ordered at Costco. What's nice is that Instacart gives people an option to order on the app, and then when you order, you know, they just deliver it to you. So I would be spending like $200 a week or $100 a week, depending. That's like my budget. And then there are weeks where I'm not spending anything because I still have food. It's just learning to budget. Now, the reason why I showed this right here is because you guys can look at the title. It says the one on the left is no Prius. The one on the right is with a Prius. A lot of you know I've been eyeing on a Prius for a very long time. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I've been seeing people who living in their car and living in a Prius, and honestly, I love the idea. I'm excited to do it. I want to live like that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're crazy, like a Prius is so small. You know, like why would you want to live in a Prius? Well, 1, it saves a lot of gas. 2, it fits my lifestyle. 3, with the amount of money that I make every week, I would be saving enormous amount of money if I don't need to pay rent and I don't need to worry about Airbnb or hotel. On top of that, the benefits of owning a Prius, having that automatic climate control
here, and then drive mode. There's different types of drive modes. So when I click drive mode, it switches from eco mode, normal, and power mode. So yeah, this is the temperature right here. We can air it up, air it down. You got all different types of choices. The cool thing though is, this is why I pretty much bought the car, is that number right there. It can stay consistent. Like right now, the car isn't even using the motor. Like you can't hear a single thing. It's so quiet in here. I basically leave it like this when I'm going to sleep, you know? And I can go to sleep. It stays at 70. You know, when the battery gets low, the motor will kick on and charge the battery for a second. And yeah.
That nailed it for me. A person like me who doesn't really or cannot really live in heat. Like I don't like the summer. I have a hard time breathing in the summer. So it's hard for me to be able to, you know, like move, breathe, talk, like everything when it's really hot. My nose tends to bleed when it's hot. I'm not used to heat. I'm not used to the summer. Especially in the work environment, you know, working in the operating room, like working in surgery and working in a environment where it's almost like literally 60 degrees inside every room. And the reason for that is because of, you know, you don't want bacteria to spread. That's why operating rooms are cold, is to prevent infection and prevent bacteria growth. So I'm very much used to cold weather, and even when I'm here in the hotel, my like you guys can see, it's always at 65. There's times I put it on constant fan, but it's on low right now because I'm sick, so 65. Like, if you guys see, most of my clothes are black. Well, aside from my scrubs. T-shirts are all black. They're all plain black. My pants are all black. My jackets are all black. My shirts are all black. Like, yeah, I have prints. Like, I have prints of, you know, this is my favorite shirt. And that one too, where it says Filipinas. But yeah, it just, I love black. Everything's black. You guys see, like, my my luggage is carbon fiber black. My backpack is black. Everything's black. My speaker is black. I don't know. Black has always been my favorite color. That has never changed. Usually it's white, but then I don't know, I'm back to black again. So I go back and forth to black and white. So with that being said, the car has to be black. It has to be black. If I'm gonna put a $5,000 down payment on a car, or if I'm gonna, like, you know, it has to be black. This is the estimate of what showed up. If I have a car, I would still save money. I would save a lot. But if you deduct the $5,000, as you guys can see, if you deduct the $5,000 down payment and you deduct the $200 insurance, which I don't know, I could probably pay that the moment that I'm, you know, of course, the moment that I already purchased a car, which again, keep note, this is my first time purchasing a car. I always get secondhand. Always. I have never, ever purchased a car. Like, literally purchased a car from a dealer. Never. It has never happened in my life. I'm a late bloomer. And I'm 34. Turning 35 next year. So this is the time where I feel like I'm still a kid trying to learn. At the end of it all, minus the $5,000 down payment and minus the $200 insurance, of course there's going to be monthly payment for the car, right? So that's on top of insurance. But I didn't deduct that. So I only deducted the down payment and the insurance. It's going to come down to $16,430. So by the end of March, I'll have roughly, what, $13,000, let's say. If I minus the car payment and the insurance, I'll have like roughly $13,000 roughly. So that's still pretty good. Now, keep note, Prius saves a lot of gas. And I heard in a full tank of gas, like, you won't even have to spend a lot. Like, you could drive like 500 miles and it'll still be probably full tank. Like, that's just freaking amazing to me. To me, when I heard about the Prius, I'm like, holy crap, why am I only just knowing about Prius now? But having learned more and more about Prius and learning how people go around into installing a solar panel on top of it, which that's exactly what I'm planning to do. Like the fridge that you guys see right here, it's Dometic and it's like 40 liters. I'm planning to really get that because you could put food in there and it's like constant, you know. On top of that, I'm going to connect that to a battery where the solar will charge the battery. So the solar is going to be, I'm going to put it on top of the Prius with, of course, a roof rack. Other people didn't put a roof rack. They just they like super glued it on top. I don't want to do that. I mean, come on. It's just, why? You know? I'd rather have it on top of a roof rack. And then next to that, I'm gonna get the fuel. It's like a storage, like you guys see right here. exactly like that. It would be so nice to have that. You know, to put extra stuff like kitchen camping stuff, tents, you know, foldable table, foldable, you know, chair, like the whole enchilada. Like the whole enchilada. That's what I want, okay? Like I've been planning this, you guys. You guys have no idea how excited I am, because I'm the kind of person that when I set my mind on something, I set my mind on it for a long period of time. I'm that kind of person where I constantly think about it on and off, on and off. And I talk myself out of it, and then I talk myself into it, and then it repeats again. I'm an overthinker, you know, constantly overthinking. Details do matter to me. So, and the reason for that is because, again, I'm a saver. I don't really like to spend money, and I'm the kind of person where even if I need help, I don't even like to ask for help, because if I could do it on my own, I do it on my own. So my personality as an individual, I can be in my own world most of the time. I'm pretty much an introvert. And those of you who don't know, I'm INFJ. So that should make sense now. I really want to install a solar panel and then connect that through a battery, and then that battery will distribute constant energy on the fridge, so then the fridge is not going to rely on the battery of the Prius, because I don't want anything connected to the Prius. The Prius, I mean, basically the automatic climate control is more than enough for me. Like, to me, that's a lot of work that the Prius is already doing and saving me gas money, so I don't want to damage anything or fiddle with it. So I'm just gonna do a second groundwork of extra, you know, energy source that's not reliant and dependent on the Prius. So with that being said, I will be sleeping in the car. Like, that's my house. That's gonna be my house. And I know, a lot of you are probably asking, oh my god, you're actually gonna do this. Where the hell are you gonna take a shower and etc.? I was thinking, there's two ways this could go. Now, as a medical professional who works in hospitals, we have our own locker room, okay? We have our own locker, we have our own shower, we have everything you need. Everything. All you need to do is just bring your shit. Excuse my language. You could bring your shampoo, you could bring your conditioner, you could bring, I mean, you know, this is all you need, your towel, etc. You know, we have our own locker. We have our own private women's locker. Like the men area, they have their own as well. So, you know, it's a luxury, it's an advantage, and it's a benefit, and I'm freaking amazed. I love it. I love the fact that I can do that. Now, that's the first option. Why is it a first option? Because I work 10 hours a day. So, you guys think about it. I work 10 hours a day. How many hours in a day? 24 hours a day. That's half of the freaking day. Half of the day I'm sleeping. So if I could just go, I could park the car in the hospital. No one's gonna bother me. I'm a medical professional. Who the hell's gonna bother me? And it's a Prius. Nobody's gonna freaking realize that, you know, I mean, come on, we have nurse travelers everywhere. You know, it's not like the Prius is not so bulky like an RV or like a bus. It's not like really big where it's noticeable or people are gonna constantly stare at it and like try to peek and see like, oh my god, who's living in here. No, it's a Prius. It's not catching anyone's attention like, oh my god, like what is that? You know, I could blend in. That's also why I'm choosing the Prius, because I like it to be low, discreet, you know, where it's not obvious, right? So yeah, I could park the car in the hospital, you know, and the hospital healthcare workers like me an option to have, you know, a parking pass. So again, no questions asked, right? Internet's free in the hospital. Utensils are free, like if I need fork, spoon, knife, napkin, toilet paper, paper towel, like everything's there. If I need to go to the bathroom, I could use the hospital. Just walk there inside, go hospital. Of course, none really do that, but they wouldn't mind if I need to take a shower. So that's the first option. Second option is get a membership for the gym. And a lot of people have been doing this. You know, they go to the gym, they go to Anytime Fitness. It's an option, you guys. There are many ways I could go around this. But the main thing here is that I cannot be spending a lot of money just for Airbnb and just for hotel. Like, yeah, I make a lot of money, but I want to save. Most especially, I really want my wife here with me, and I'm gonna file for her visa this January. So I need to have savings. I really do. This is not something that's easy, and a lot of people who petition their fiance for a K1 visa here in America, who was able to do it in a short period of time, I will tell you right now, they were only able to do that because they had someone to co-sign with them, a backup signer, you know, like someone who will back them up. Now, we have had offers. I'm not gonna lie. We have had offers for that, you know, and I'm very grateful for that. But I'm the type of person, I really would rather do it on my own. And Mahal knows my conviction and my determination in getting her here. You know, it's something that we both want. It's something that is needed for both of us. And, you know, of course, we not only want a better life for our future, but at the same time, you guys know that my job is not easy. And I don't even talk about the struggles that I go through at work, you know, because it's a bit personal and a bit private. But in any job, in any work environment, you know, there's always going to be people that you can't please. There's always going to be people that's hard to please and hard to, you know, work with. But, you know, that's part of it, right? It's part of life. I need my wife here because she's the only one that I have that I feel emotional, mental support. And being far away from each other and her being in the Philippines, it's really hard for me to, you know, always be strong every day and determined every day and still be motivated. I've lived here ever since I was born in America, you know, and the lifestyle here, yung papanong tumira dito, papanong makisama dito, papano ang kilos galaw dito sa Amerika, ibang-iba po kumpara sa Pilipinas. So, dito, everybody's independent. Wala pong katulong, wala pong mapag-asahan, ikaw lang mag-isa. Aasa ka sa sarili mo. You know, sarili mong sikap, sarili mong hirap. At wala dito yung values ng pamilya katulad dyan po sa Pilipinas. At yan po ang totoo. Marami po mga pamilya dito na broken family, you know, divorce. I'm one of them, you know, and hindi po maghanda ang palaki sa mga anak, you know, marami mga bastos na bata. I mean, it's just different. It's very different. Kaya marami po dito talaga mga independent. Masasabi nyo talaga bata pa lang, nasa 20s na, nasa college na, yung iba early graduate sa school. Yun na talaga yung mga tao na nagsikap, na talaga nagporsige itaas ang sarili, diba? Para maging mabuti ang kinabukasan nila. Isa na ako po dyan. You know, even though I didn't have an easy life, and I had a broken family, and I had, you know, family issues and family problems, you know, because I was brought up in a disorderly bad behavior, you know, home. Ganun po talaga, you know, we have to make our own sikap, right? Sa Pilipinas, hindi po ganyan. Sa Pilipinas, wala pong choice kundi umasa sa mga bata dahil may diskriminasyon sa Pinas when it comes to politics, right? And economy. Marami pong diskriminasyon sa Pilipinas, so limitado. So, yung mga matatanda, umaasa sa mga anak nila, sa mga, you know, mga apo nila, mga anak at apo. Tsaka yung mga anak na sila yung nagsisika para sa pamilya, di ba? Diyan mo na rin makikita yung mga mag-asawa, dalawa sila may trabaho. Dito, ganun din yun. May mga asawa, may trabaho silang dalawa. Pero, mostly, yung iba, dumidepende sa government. Kasi, maganda po rito sa Amerika, may benefits. So, pag Amerikano ka, o dito ka nakatira, residential ka sa Amerika, at let's say nawalan ka ng trabaho, ang government handang tumulong sa'yo. So, yung iba, inaabuso yan. Pag sinabi ko inaabuso, meaning to say talaga, hindi na sila nagtatrabaho. Sinusuportahan sila. So, you could work for like 3 months in a year and still get support financially within that whole year. Yan pong benefits dito sa Amerika. Marami pong benefits dito bilang isang and being a US citizen, I've seen everything. I know how America works. Marami na po talaga ako napagdaanan mag-isa, and I really want my wife here with me. Kaya eto pong mga plano ko, nakikita nyo, iisipin nyo lang talaga, oh, it's just a car. No, it's more than that. To me, it's more than just a car. When I get something, like something big, like a car, kasama po dyan lahat. Like lahat ng plano ko. It's gonna save me money. Not only for myself, but also for our future, for me and my wife. And of course, you guys will think na, oh, well, how is that such a big deal? Kasi nga, it's just a car. I mean, how much could you really save? Well, unang-una, if I were to explain sa inyo lahat, I'm building my credit. And right now, maganda po credit ko. Hindi ko po yan sinasabi para magmayabang. I'm just letting you guys know my situation. Yeah, maganda po credit ko. It wasn't hard to even get it there to now, to where it is. But if I could actually get a house. Kung gusto pa get a house, I could just save money for a down payment sa isang bahay. But that's not my lifestyle. Because my lifestyle is I work, I travel to work. I'm always out. I'm always flying from one city to the next. So, hindi po practical for me to get a house na wala naman ako sa bahay, diba? Now, may option ako, which napag-usapan na namin to ni Mahal. Nataas ko muna more ang credit ko to the point na mataas na. Pag mataas na, sigurado nandito na si Mahal. Pag nandito na si Mahal, tsaka na namin pag-iisipan at pag-uusapan bumili ng bahay para iparenta at gawin business. So, when I think of a house, I'm thinking of business. I'm thinking of real estate investment. Doesn't make sense po kung talagang bibili ako ng bahay tapos wala naman ako sa bahay. Sino mag-aalaga ng bahay? Sino kasama ko kung ako lang? Hindi po practical for me. For other Filipinos, yes, because their life is not always on the road. They're not flying here and there. So, kailangan talaga planuhin. At yan po talaga ang plano namin ng mahal ko. We will get a house if we're ready to invest in real estate. And that's why I'm building my credit. Now, purchasing a car using my good credit that I have now, yan po maganda. Kasi, tataas ang kredito ko. So, lalo siyang tataas. So, I'm really working into the future in everything that I decide to do. I am giving myself 1 year, actually, the most, to get a car. Ang una pong plano, sa totoo lang, to be honest po sa inyo lahat, I wanted to get a Sprinter. I wanted to get this van. And the reason why is because it's more comfortable, more space, mas marami po kaming magagawa sa van na yan. Ang dalawang aso namin, si Bella, tsaka si Daisy. It's more comfy, right? And more space. Yun nga lang, naisip ko, wala pa si Mahal. And I did think about building the van before actually having her come here. Para pag nandito na siya, ready na, But it's gonna be hard to do that when I'm always out, diba? Like, base sa kontrata ko, I don't have time to build. Kaya, lalo na ngayon, tingnan nyo, na-extend ako sa kontrata na to. So, because I'm extended, I don't have time to even build a van. So, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna get a van when it's the right time. And right now, it's not the right time. On top of that, hindi po nakakasave ang gas ang van. That Sprinter van is honestly roughly around 20 miles per gallon. 20 to 22 miles per gallon. You're lucky if it gets to 22 miles per gallon. I've done my research. So, and that adds weight too, because you're putting weight on the van. So, you know, it's just not practical right now. It's not the right time right now. I can't right now to build a van, even though I really want, and that's my dream, to live in a van like that. Katulad ng mga nakikita ko sa YouTube, mga ginagawa nila, yung mga nagta-travel po sa van. You know, ang sarap kaya po ng feeling na buksan nyo lang yung likod ng van nyo, tapos kita nyo ang backyard nyo, beach, di ba? Ang ganda, di ba? Like, ang sarap sa feeling. Like, to me, sabihin nyo man na dito ko pinalaki sa Amerika, pero hindi po ako talaga maluha pagdating sa material na bagay. You know, I'm very minimalistic. Like, all the more na ang si Mahal ay talagang pure Filipino. Alam niyo ba, na-recruit na niya ako. Dati, hindi ko po naintindihan mag-save ng ganito. Kita niyo to? This is used. You see that? I don't throw this away. Tingnan niyo to. I don't throw this away. I save Tupperwares. Like, you know, I save them. I don't throw them away. Yung mga ito, bowl, diba? Sinasabi ko sa inyo, unti-unti, na-influence na ako ni Mahal. Like, yung mga dati naiisip ko, bakit mga Pilipino palagi nagsisave ng Tupperware? Tapos pag pupunta sa trabaho, ibang title ng Tupperware dala nila, pambaon. And now I realized, ngayon pala, ganyan pala yun. Kasi wala kang pera bumili. Wala kang pera bumili, you want to save or whatever, like, at saka magagamit mo naman, so why not, right? So yeah, natututo ako. Natututo po ako, you know, nare-recruit ako ni Mahal to save more, you know, and I really love that about her. Yung culture niya, para siya pinalaki sa Pinas, nakukuha ko. At saka yun po nga na dyan, kasi like for me, growing up here in America, we don't save Tupperwares. I mean, I don't know any American who does. Usually you buy it. You go to the store and you buy ito po mga Rubbermaid, yung mga ganyan Tupperwares, you buy it. And you dispose it. Other people, they save it, but you know, pero yung actual na talagang may ginamit, as in binili mo siya, katulad yan, yung beans na yan, yung chili beans na yan, I bought that. And I'm using the same container. Yung mga Ziploc bags, yun, like other people throw it away. I save that. So I use it, I wash it, I dry it, and I reuse it again. You know, wala lang, naano lang ako. Kasi, na-notice ko rin po yung mga changes ko sa sarili ko na I wasn't like that before. Kasi nga dito ako pinalaki sa Amerika. Dito marami mga aksayado, marami mga tamad, marami mga alam mo yun, kita nyo naman sa mga dumpster dive, di ba? Yung mga dumpster dive dito sa Amerika, yung mga YouTubers na mga Pilipino rin nagda-dumpster dive. Marami po mga tao dito, mga aksayado, tsaka they don't care about you know, things like that, like saving food and like, you know, they waste a lot. Americans waste a lot. I mean, sad to say, but it's the truth. You know, and our government is not doing anything. Imbes na yung mga pagkain na yun mapunta sa mga mahihirap o sa basura nila nilalagay. I don't know. There's a lot going on here in America na it would be nice talaga if we had a government na really cared, you know, but wala eh. Ang government namin, may sarili silang mundo, may sarili silang, alam niyo yun, profit or whatever they have intent for their own gain. Americano, we're just, we do the best we can, to live every day, however we can. Kaya, iba po talaga dito sa Amerika. You have to really work hard on your own, depend on your own, be independent. Wala ka po talaga maaasahan. Pagdating sa bibili ng mga bahay, kotse, even magrenta ng apartment, chine-check po yung kredito mo. So, importante talaga dito sa Amerika ang magandang credit. Kung wala kayong magandang credit, mahirap po talaga kumilos. And mahirap po kumilos na pabor sa inyo, na makakatulong sa inyo. So, etong ginagawa ko ngayon, itong plano ko, sana po talaga sa awa ng Ama, sa awa ng Panginoon Diyos, please Lord God, please give me this blessing na makuha ko tong kotse. Please God. I do believe po na itong kontrata na to, itong, sa paglipat ko dito, in such a fast-paced time, kasi it was just like literally, no, August, July, I was going through hell. Alam niyo po yun, those 2 months was hell. I worked at Luxor as a housekeeper. I worked at the Venetian as a security guard, which na pepper spray po ako noon, because it's part of training. Oh my God. Like, ang dami ko po talaga pinagdaanan. Sa 2 months na yun, I survived. Hindi po talaga mapili. Ano man, basta whatever goes. I'm pretty down to earth. Kung ano man ang, pretty easygoing person. As long as you survive, as long as you make money, And now that I'm back here as the profession that I do, and, the income that I make, nakakagaan po talaga. Like, ngayon ko lang po talaga masasabi na appreciate ko lahat ng accomplishment ko. Because I can taste it now. I can actually feel it. I can taste it. I can feel it. I can embrace it. I can, it's just surrounding me. Like, I feel like all the abundance that I've worked so hard to gain is right here with me. And it's just waiting to overflood me more with more abundance and more prosperity and more, success. And I say that with a humble heart. Because only God could do this to me. So, yun lang po, I wanted to share my plans, my journey, everything that's happening right now, and what will happen. This is hopeful wishing. I am hopefully wishing to God that I get this car. I am praying so hard for it, and I will work very hard. Work hard and work smart. Na makuha ko tong car na to, that I get this car and have, of course, again, like you guys know, I have my camera. It's a Nikon D3300. I'm happy with my camera, but, being a DSLR, I'm happy. But at the same time, I really wanted that new camera. This camera right here is my dream camera, and it cost $3,000. I was thinking of purchasing that on Christmas, but because the plan is to get the car and I'm gonna be making a down payment of $5,000, I think I'm gonna have to hold off on the camera. You see, may mga times po you have to sacrifice. You have to, diba? You have to learn to have discipline and set aside ano ba talaga importante, ano ba talaga hindi, right? Kahit man gustong-gusto ko at matagal ko na talagang gusto yung camera niyan, kaya ko maghintay. Kaya ko maghintay. Ang iba, sasagarin pa yan eh. Sabi na, well, you still have like, a lot of money left. Like, yeah, but again, emergency. What if I need emergency money, diba? You never know. So, yeah. Siguro sa susunod na kontrata, I'm gonna get the camera na talaga pangarap ko. Pero talagang kukunin ko yan. Bibilin ko po talaga yung camera na yan. Just not right now. Not right now. As much as I want this Christmas to get the camera, not right now. But i-vlog ko po yan, you know, when I get it. Yan lang po. I just wanted to let everybody know, like, anong sitwasyon ko ngayon. Ayun po, like, I'm okay. My bed's a mess. Pasensya na. Living in a hotel. I can't thank God more kasi talagang biyayang-biyaya po talaga ito sa akin. Sobrang biyaya po ng Ama to sa akin. You know, yung sitwasyon ko po talaga, like, I'll be honest to everybody, I've attempted to commit suicide, and I'm not ashamed to say this. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. I've almost committed more than twice to commit suicide within those 2 months that I was in Las Vegas living in my brother's condo. And my mom doesn't know that. My brother doesn't know that. Like, I'm just not happy there. I'm not happy there. I'm not happy with how I was treated. I'm not happy with the situation. I'm not at peace when I'm with them. And that's a sad thing to say. Hindi ko po gusto sabihin yan, pero yan po ang totoo. Sometimes we have to exclude ourselves from toxicity, you know, from people that doesn't give a positive environment in our life. You know, kung walang positivity binibigay sa'yo, umalis ka na lang. Yan po ang desisyon ko. You know? And eto po ang binayaan sa akin ng Ama. Yes, may sakit ako. But everybody gets sick, right? Pasalamat na lang ako na wala akong COVID. Yan lang po. I'm very happy that I don't have COVID because I work in a hospital. I mean, come on. You'd be scared, right? Like, you don't know who has COVID in the hospital. Yeah, so I'm very grateful to God. I'm very happy to God, and sobra po ako talaga masasabi ko, ang tiwala ko, ang faith ko, ang pagsasamba ng puso ko sa Ama lalong lumaki. Yung tiwala ko sa Panginoon lalo po lumaki, at dahil din po yan dahil sa Mahal ko, dahil si Mahal, she has a very good heart, and you know, us being together for 5 years na. I know, right? It's been 5 years. Yun na nga po, it's been 5 years, right? 5 years na po kami na Mahal, and you know, we've learned from each other. We spent 2 years together in the Philippines during the pandemic. I have to say that in this video. It's the best moment of my life. It was the time that I was ready to die with her. I didn't care anymore. I didn't care kung mawasak ang mundo, magkagulo ang mundo. Basta makasama ko ang asawa ko, makasama ko si Mahal. Yun lang importante sa akin. You know, true love is a test of time. True love is a test of faith and a test of perseverance, and ano po talaga nasa puso mo na kaya mo ipaglaban at handa mo ipaglaban at gagawin mo lahat para ilaban talaga. Masasabi ko po, for the very first time in my life, the very first thing and the only thing that I ever fought for, aside from college and making sure I finish college, is my wife. Ayan po si Mahal. Masasabi ko, everyday ko yung pinaglalaban. So, maiyak ako ngayon. Magka-Christmas na. And magno-New Year's na rin. And sinabi ko po sa hospital, kasi nga they asked me for extension. They asked me for extension, kaya tinanong nila ako kung anong days na gusto ko off at anong days na available ako or gusto ko magtrabaho, extra weekends. Ang Christmas is weekends. Ang New Year's is weekends. So sabi ko sa kanila, you know, I'm not very close to my family, so I rather work, you know. So with that being said, yun po ang totoo. I rather work than stay here and do nothing, you know. I mean, yeah, the money is great because it's double pay. But aside from that, you know, I don't want to stay here and just miss my wife, you know. Isa din yan bakit ako medyo maiyak ngayon kasi nami-miss ko na si Mahal. You know, again, long-distance relationship is not easy, and it's not something that I wish on anybody, you know. But it's a decision and a choice that you make every day to commit it's a decision and choice that you make every day that your heart feels content and feels, happy na siya ang mahal mo at everyday pinaglalaban mo yan. Yan po talaga totoo nararamdaman ko. And wala man ako sa Pinas, hindi man po ako makakapag-uwi itong taon na to. Pero next year po talaga uuwi ako, and magbabakasyon kami sa Singapore. Yan po talaga ang plano namin. Actually, plano ko. I just wanted, to surprise Mahal, but we will go Singapore. It's not a surprise anymore. But we will go to Singapore next year. I will save money for that too. So see everything is connected. I have to save money. There's no other way. So, I'm just happy I'm not that rich. I'm not rich, and I'm not poor. It's kind of like, nasa gitna lang ako. Masaya ako dyan. Kasi mahirap na diba? Mahirap na yung sobra kang mayaman, tapos hindi mo na alam saan mo ilalagay pera mo. Tapos yung iba, hindi na makatulog dahil natatakot sila na baka nakawin sila. Oh my God, thank God, hindi nangyari sa akin. Like, nahihirapan na nga ako matulog dahil namimiss ko ang asawa ko Ano pa kaya ako dahil sa pera? Baka manakawan ako. Oh my God, please God, no. Like, I'm happy with my situation now. Masaya po ako na, nasa gitna lang ako. Right? Live humble, Live humble and live simple. Live practical. Live only to what is necessary. Ganyan po gali ko. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like the video para, alam niyo man, like nyo naman. Please lang, for me. Thank you. And those of you, please subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please support my wife's channel. My wife worked really hard to get this channel growing. Marami po siya mga araw na nagpuyat. She spent so many days and nights, sleepless days and nights, trying to build her channel and make it grow. And, she worked so hard po. So, please subscribe. Sumasakit na lalamunan ko. I love you guys. Bye-bye.